Today we'll be learning about the whole note, and we'll be strumming along in an exercise that utilizes whole notes. We'll be playing two chords, the C and the G. These are very common open chords. A whole note gets its name because it takes up the whole measure. A measure is the beat subdivided by 4. So one measure equals 4 beats. To illustrate this, I'll turn my metronome on, and my metronome just gives a steady beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. So we can subdivide this beat with measures, and that's illustrated in our music in each of our lessons. Each lesson will have 4 measures, and in those measures we'll have 4 beats. So each exercise will span 16 beats. A whole note, as I said before, takes up one whole measure. So to strum this first exercise, we're going to play a C chord for 4 beats. We're going to strum it again, like in the second measure, for 4 more beats. Then we're going to strum it a G chord in the third measure for 4 beats. And then we'll repeat that G chord again. So let's count it off on the count of 4, and I'll demonstrate it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now, that whole note there, it's 4 beats, and so we're only going to strum that one time when we see that whole note. We're going to just strum it, and then you don't have to sit there and try to strum anything else. It's just that single note that lasts the entire 4 measures. Let's try that exercise again, and maybe you can play along. Before we played it at 80 beats per minute. Let's go ahead and try it a little faster at 96 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course you can take if you have a metronome, you can play it at any speed you would like. If you need to, when you're going to switch a chord, like from the C to the G, sometimes you might have to let off that chord a little early to get your fingers to go to that G, and that's okay if you have to do that, but try not to take too much time. 2, 3, 4. You want it to be almost instant eventually, but if you have to let off that 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, if you have to let off that C chord, that might be something that you have to do. But basically, when you get to that third measure and change to that G, you want, on the count of 1, that G chord to come out nice and strong.